The Book of Jubilees. Even its name sounds mysterious, hinting at hidden knowledge and ancient secrets. This ancient text has intrigued scholars and theologians for centuries, sparking debates and discussions about its origins and contents. This intriguing text, often called the Little Genesis, recounts the history of the world from creation to Moses, mirroring the first book of the Bible, but with fascinating twists and turns. It offers a unique perspective on well-known biblical events, adding layers of depth and complexity to the stories we thought we knew. Unlike the canonical Book of Genesis, Jubilees divides time into periods of 49 years, known as Jubilees. This distinctive chronological framework not only organizes the narrative, but also imbues it with a sense of rhythm and order, reflecting the ancient world's cyclical view of time. This unique structure provides a framework for the book's retelling of biblical history, offering detailed genealogies, additional stories, and expanded accounts of familiar events. These additions and elaborations provide a richer, more nuanced understanding of the biblical narrative, filling in gaps and answering questions left by the canonical texts. But why is this book labeled as forbidden? While not strictly banned, it remains outside the official canon of the Hebrew Bible and New Testament. Its exclusion from the canon has led to speculation and curiosity, with some suggesting that its contents were too controversial or divergent from accepted doctrine. This exclusion has fueled its mystique, leading many to wonder what secrets it holds and why it was deemed too controversial for mainstream acceptance. The Book of Jubilees continues to captivate those who seek to uncover the hidden truths and forgotten stories of our ancient past, inviting us to question and explore the boundaries of religious tradition and historical knowledge. Imagine traveling back in time, rediscovering lost stories from the Bible. That's what reading Jubilees feels like. It's like a director's cut of Genesis, adding scenes, dialogue, and characters that provide a richer, more elaborate narrative. The story begins with the familiar creation account, but quickly diverges, delving into the lives of Adam and Eve's children with vivid detail. We learn about the righteousness of Enoch, the wickedness of the generation that perished in the flood, and the covenant God made with Noah. As the narrative unfolds, we encounter Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, their stories interwoven with angelic encounters, divine revelations, and moral lessons. Throughout, the book emphasizes God's laws and the importance of observing the Sabbath, festivals, and dietary restrictions. One of the most striking aspects of Jubilees is its unique chronology. This ancient text offers a perspective on time that is both meticulous and controversial. By dividing history into precise Jubilee cycles, the book presents a meticulously calculated timeline, pinpointing the exact dates of key events. Each Jubilee cycle spans 49 years, creating a structured framework for understanding historical events. This dating system, however, diverges significantly from traditional interpretations. It challenges the conventional timelines that many scholars and religious authorities have long accepted. According to Jubilees, the world was created in the year 3925 BC, a date that stands in stark contrast to other historical and religious texts, and the flood occurred in 2345 BC. These specific dates offer a new lens through which to view ancient events. These dates, based on a solar calendar of 364 days, provide a different rhythm to the passage of time compared to other ancient calendars. Differ from the chronology derived from the Masoretic text of the Hebrew Bible, which follows a lunar-based system. The lunar calendar, with its shorter year, creates a different historical timeline. This discrepancy, while fascinating to some, raised red flags for those who considered the Masoretic chronology authoritative. The debate over these differing timelines has sparked intense scholarly discussions. The book's alternative timeline, seen as a challenge to established interpretations, contributed to its exclusion from the canon. Its controversial nature continues to intrigue and provoke debate among historians and theologians alike. Jubilees isn't just a chronological retelling. It's a tapestry woven with supernatural beings and celestial drama. Angels feature prominently, acting as messengers, guides, and even antagonists. One of the most intriguing stories involves the Watchers, a group of angels who descend to Earth and mate with human women. This episode, only hinted at in Genesis, is vividly recounted in Jubilees. These fallen angels, led by the enigmatic Shemi-Hazah, teach humanity forbidden knowledge, leading to widespread corruption and the birth of giants, the Nephilim. This tale, echoing ancient myths of divine beings interacting with mortals, captured the imagination of later writers and artists, influencing works ranging from the Dead Sea Scrolls to Milton's Paradise Lost. Despite its fascinating content and influence, the Book of Jubilees ultimately failed to gain canonical status. While popular among certain Jewish groups, it was never widely accepted as scripture by rabbinic authorities. Several factors contributed to its exclusion. Its alternative chronology, as previously mentioned, clashed with established interpretations. Additionally, its elaborate angelology and emphasis on legalistic observance raised concerns. Furthermore, the book's claim to be a revelation given to Moses on Mount Sinai, directly from God, likely aroused suspicion. By the time Jubilees appeared, the Hebrew canon was essentially closed and new claims of divine authority were met with skepticism. Section 6. Jubilees and the Early Church. While excluded from the Jewish canon, the Book of Jubilees found a more receptive audience among some early Christians. The book's emphasis on law, morality, and apocalyptic themes resonated with certain Christian groups, particularly those with Essene leanings. Church fathers like Justin Martyr, Tertullian, and Clement of Alexandria cited Jubilees, finding parallels between its teachings and Christian beliefs. However, as Christianity developed a distinct identity, the book's influence waned. By the 5th century AD, Jubilees was largely forgotten by mainstream Christianity, relegated to the margins of religious thought. Its survival is largely due to its preservation by the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, which included it in its biblical canon. Section 7. Forbidden knowledge or misunderstood text. The label forbidden knowledge often evokes images of secret societies, dangerous rituals, and hidden truths. These are the kinds of stories that captivate our imagination, filled with mystery and intrigue. But does the Book of Jubilees truly fit this description? Is it really a book of hidden, dangerous knowledge? Or is it something else entirely? While its exclusion from the canon and its focus on angelic realms might suggest a degree of secrecy, it's important to delve deeper. It's more accurate to view it as a product of its time, reflecting the beliefs and concerns of its authors. The Book of Jubilees offers a unique perspective on the world, one that was shared by many during the Second Temple period. Jubilees, rather than revealing dangerous secrets, offers a glimpse into a world where the lines between heaven and earth were blurred, where the divine and the mortal realms were closely intertwined. In this world, angels and demons influenced human affairs, playing significant roles in the lives of people, and where strict observance of God's law was paramount. The laws and commandments were seen as vital to maintaining the balance between the heavenly and earthly realms. Its teachings, while considered unorthodox by later standards, were likely shared by a segment of Second Temple Judaism. These teachings provide valuable insights into the religious and cultural context of the time. Understanding Jubilees, therefore, requires moving beyond sensationalized notions of forbidden knowledge and engaging with it as a valuable, if enigmatic, piece of religious literature. It's a text that invites us to explore the rich tapestry of beliefs that shaped an era. By doing so, we can appreciate the Book of Jubilees not as a source of hidden danger, but as a window into the spiritual and cultural world of its time. Section 8. Echoes of Jubilees in later works. Despite its exclusion from the canon, the Book of Jubilees didn't simply disappear. Its stories, characters, and ideas continued to resonate, their echoes found in later religious and literary works. The Dead Sea Scrolls, discovered near Qumran, contain fragments of Jubilees, indicating its importance to the community that lived there. Early Christian writings, such as the Testament of the 12 Patriarchs and the Shepherd of Hermas, exhibit thematic and linguistic parallels with Jubilees, suggesting its influence on these texts. Even John Milton's epic poem Paradise Lost incorporates elements from Jubilees, particularly in its depiction of the fallen angels and their interaction with humanity. These echoes demonstrate the enduring legacy of the book, its ideas continuing to spark the imagination long after its exclusion from the mainstream. Section 9. The Legacy of a Hidden Book. The Book of Jubilees stands as a testament to the diversity of religious thought in the ancient world. While its exclusion from the canon might lead some to dismiss it as irrelevant or even dangerous, a closer look reveals a text rich in history, theology, and imagination. Its unique chronology, elaborate angelology, and emphasis on legalistic observance offer valuable insights into the beliefs of Second Temple Judaism, providing a window into a world on the cusp of profound religious change. Though labeled as forbidden by some, the Book of Jubilees remains a treasure trove of ancient lore, inviting us to explore its hidden corners, ponder its mysteries, and appreciate the richness and complexity of religious thought throughout history.